What's going on, guys? Hey, we are going to be looking for Hen of the Woods. In fact, we're going to go check a spot at the top of the mountain where I took you last year. We're going to see if that tree's flushed out yet. Nothing's happening down low, so we're going to head up to the top. If you're interested, stick around. Okay, well that clearly is not Hen of the Woods, but I'm still down at the bottom of the mountain, and I saw these guys and I thought, you know, I need to point this out. These are jack-o'-lanterns, obviously. It's a gill mushroom. It's a poisonous mushroom. Let me pull that one off. Look how young this guy is, right? And you can get these guys confused at this time of year, so, you know, don't get me wrong, you can get them confused this time of year with honey mushrooms when they're small. So we can see some little ones popping out right there. But obviously, as they get bigger, you know, they look nothing like honey mushrooms. And this really is, in my opinion, more of a summer mushroom. It does cross over. Here we are in fall, but I'm down at the bottom of the mountain where it's a lot warmer, so this is where I would expect to find them. I wouldn't expect to find any up at the top. Which is where we're headed. So let's get after it. I just thought I'd show you that. Here we are in fall, and we've got jack-o'-lanterns flushing out. Actually, a nice flush. Pretty mushroom. All right, so I made it up, well, almost to the top. I'm pushing 3,000 in elevation. Made it to the tree where we found Hen of the Woods last year, and I actually see a little flush, so it's still a little early, but let me show you. Okay, so I don't know if you remember this last year, but right in here, let me see if I can get in here. Right in there, there was a nice little flush we found at the end of the video that was growing on the inside. This thing is filled up. It looks like, I don't know, a bunch of bark or whatever from the inside way up in there has obviously fallen down here. But on this side of the tree, gotta be careful, try not to step on any. Right here, right there is a very young Hen of the Woods. Let me get up closer and see if you can see it. Very young, so it's just starting to pop out. I'm a little early, and I really don't see any other ones on this side of the tree. But anyway, let me see if I can get the camera over here so you guys can see. Pretty cool. Tiny though. I mean, real little. We like them, you know, when they're young, but no, that is tiny. I mean, there it is in comparison to my hand. I mean, real little. Just starting. Let's check the other side of the tree. Let's see if we can see anything over here. And you got to be careful because, you know, they will pop out, you know, 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet away from the tree. So I don't want to step on anything that's, you know, just starting like that. But last year, let's see. That's the autumn olive right there that it was growing around. It was right up close to it. And I don't see anything. That doesn't mean it's, you know, I could just be overlooking them. But I don't see anything. It really helps when they're right up against the tree, you know? Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah, tell you, as I'm going up, I can really feel the temperature drop. It's pretty awesome. This time of year is fantastic. It just hasn't been quite cool enough yet for me to find hens that, you know, in areas that I know that they typically flush. That's all right. That's why we're heading to the top, see if we can find some new ones, some new spots. All right, look at that tree. Perfect. Let's get over there and see what we can see. Got all kinds of down branches here. Gotta Oh, I'm kind of on the, I mean, that is downhill. Gravity works, and I certainly don't want to go rolling down the hill here, all for a mushroom. Let's see. Come on. I don't see anything. I know on this side of the tree there's a lot of rot, so I'm gonna get over here, see what I can see. Look at that. That would be, you would think that's just perfect. I don't see anything. Let's get a little closer. Nothing. All right, well, let's go on up the mountain a little more. All right, well, I made it to the top, and I'm finding nothing. Nada. And you know you've made it to the top. I don't know if y'all can see or not, but there's a cell tower back there. Can't get any higher. So I'm gonna kind of work my way around the top up here and get on some of the side slopes and see if I can't find some, you know, dead oak trees. But it's really not looking all that great right now. Anyway, let's keep looking. All right, well, I just worked my way around this massive white oak, and you may remember in one of my videos we visited this spot, and I believe there was some chicken of the woods somewhere over there on that branch, but nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. So I'm really coming up with goose eggs here on the hen of the woods. So we'll keep looking though. I mean, you really do have to go around several trees. When I say several, I'm talking, you know, 50 to 100 trees just to find a new flush of hens. So we might find something, we may not. As I'm sitting here talking, right over there, check that out. I don't know if you can see it from here, but I'm pretty sure this is a cone tooth mushroom. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. Very cool. Look at this. Check that out. Let me get over here. Let's see if you can see anything on this side a little better. Yeah, look at that. Awesome. It's part of the Hericium. I think it's a Hericium americanum, I believe, if I remember correctly, but choice edible. Very, very good to eat. Look at that. A little bit past its prime though, man. I mean, check it out. Kind of brown through here. Usually they're all white. Look like this side was a little whiter. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. How awesome is that? Very cool. Awesome. It's just growing on this, well, I would say stump, but no. I think it came off. I think this was a part of that at one time. Let's go check over here. Who knows? Maybe there's more growing. No, I'm not seeing anything. I'll look all the way around this log here. How about in there? Nope. All right. Wait a minute, look on this side here. I mean, tiny. Look at this right here. That is tiny. Look at this in comparison to my hand. Look at my finger there. Oh my God, that is so small. Small little flush. Well, you know, I question whether to harvest this or not, just because it's got that yellow on the top up here, right in there. Some of this doesn't look too bad, but a choice edible, kind of reminiscent of crab meat. Man, well, Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I think we'll just leave it. Man, that sucks. Yeah, because I would really like to have some of that. And the cool... Oh, wait a minute. Let's pull this back. Ooh, it means getting bigger. Let's see. Let me just go ahead. Let's go ahead and harvest it. Let's take this sucker. Let's get that off. And let's see what we got here. It's usually connected in one location. I gotta try to figure out how to do this, because they're fairly fragile mushrooms. And I don't want to just, rip it off. Let me see if I can pull off some of this. I'm really messing up the substrate though. I mean, these will come back year after year. And if I mess this up, it's probably not gonna. This is on its last leg anyway. So, ooh, look in there. There's another little flush of it right there. Well, you can't see, my finger's in the way. There it is, right there. See that? Very cool. Let me move that piece out of here. See if we see any more in there. Nope, just right over there. Right back in there. Camera's not focusing very well, but anyway, you get the idea. How cool is that? Awesome. So about the size of my hand. Let's see if we can't just peel this off. I knew it was gonna break. That's all right. That's all right. We got it. Look at that. How beautiful. Awesome. We like Hericium. This is also part of the lion's mane family. Wonderful research that's been done on this as far as cognitive ability. It's amazing, the research that they've done. If you get an opportunity, you definitely ought to check into it. So, very cool. Awesome. Let's put this in the bag. All right, so that's awesome. Crab meat on a tree. That's wonderful. Putting it in the mesh bag. I mean, that works. But if there's any time you would really want a basket, it would be now. I just don't carry baskets into the woods. It is what it is. Hopefully, it doesn't deteriorate too much as I'm trudging along. But they're so dainty and fragile. You just have to be careful with them. You have to be real careful. Anyway, let's keep looking for hens, man. That's the target mushroom. Let's get after it. Let's keep looking. Right, on our quest for white oaks, we came across some chicken of the woods that is clearly old. Not that old though, but certainly old enough we're not going to mess with it. But still, definitely flushing out here. This looks like last year's, to be honest with you. All that stuff laying on the ground right there. The one that still has a little bit of color to it, that's obviously this year. I'll have to remember this location just because, obviously it's fruiting, and I mean, it looks like it's fruited here a bunch. So let me get on the other side of this white oak here. Let's just make sure I don't see any hens or anything down around the bottom. No. Not seeing anything. Yeah, look under there. I mean, you can still see where it's fruiting out. Or let's see here. I got no hens. Little studded puffball. Leave that. I'm not gonna mess with that. All right. Well, hey, at least we're finding something. Let's keep looking. All right, so we made it back to the house. I didn't find any more hen of the woods, but we do have that comb tooth, so we're definitely gonna eat this guy. But before we can do that, we've gotta clean it up. All we're gonna do is dry brush them at first. Just, knock off any dirt and debris that we can. It's gonna be easy to get off with the dry brush. Go ahead and do that. Then you're gonna run them under some water. You definitely wanna do that. I think I found 2 spiders as I was rinsing these guys out. There's a lot of nooks and crannies for bugs and critters or whatever to hide in, so definitely rinse them out. Don't soak them, just run them under the water real quick. Rinse them out. Then you're going to want to break them apart, kind of like the cauliflower mushroom. Just pull little chunks off of it. Continue to clean. You may find some more dirt in the folds and things of that nature, so clean it up real good, and at that point we should be ready to cook. All right, so to cook this, we're going to dry cook it. So no butter, no olive oil, no garlic, salt, nothing at first. What we're trying to do is really cook out all the water. These toothed mushrooms, like the hericiums, lion's mane, bear's head, the comb tooth, they tend to hold quite a bit of water. So what we want to do is try to cook off all of that water first. Then we're going to brown that mushroom up, get it nice and golden brown, and then we'll add the butter. And then once you add the butter, you just let that go. I don't know, I'd say roughly 2-3 minutes on each side. Flip it, turn it, twist it, do all that. Get that good golden brown consistency throughout. And after that, you're just going to plate it up. In my case, just going to add a little bit of salt, and we are good to go. All right, so let's give this a try here. Man, that's fantastic. Wow. All right, let's get that big old piece right there. Oh man, look at all that love. Ooh-wee. Yeah. Wow, that's so good. You can certainly see how people would say crab meat. No, it really has a texture of it. And yeah, there's a hint of that going on. I guess it would be a great substitute for crab meat. I mean, you could certainly get away with it. The texture of it's unreal. I mean, it's a lot like crab meat. And the medicinal value is tremendous, man. It is fantastic. In fact, I feel like my cognitive ability is getting a little better. I'm able to remember things. What was I saying? The hericium mushrooms. Fantastic. From lion's mane, bear's head, comb tooth. Fantastic mushroom. All 3 of them are choice edibles, and I would encourage you to get out and look for them in the fall. They're fruiting right now, at least in my neck of the woods. Hey, thanks for spending your time with me. Please don't forget to subscribe. Slap that like button. I mean, knock it around just a little bit. I'll talk to you.